Season 8 of Fortnite Battle Royale may have only just begun, but alongside a new season of Battle Royale comes a handful of new teases and hints towards the progression of the storyline and ultimately what events are going to take place, leading us into the next season, in this case, Season 9. We are only a few weeks into Season 8 as of right now, but we've already began to get some major intel regarding an upcoming one-time event and a potential monster stalking the inhabitants of the Fortnite island, all of which and then some we'll be covering in this video. What's up guys, and welcome back to the Simply Fortnite channel. Thanks for stopping by. If you are new around here, feel free to subscribe with your post notifications turned on by clicking that little bell button. That way you'll always be notified by YouTube whenever a new video goes up on the channel. Of course, if you guys are enjoying Season 8 here in Fortnite so far, let us know by dropping a like on the video and giving it a big old thumbs up. And last but not least, be sure to let us know down in the comments below what tier you're currently at in the Season 8 Battle Pass. Now without further ado, let's jump back into the world of Fortnite Battle Royale and take a look at some brand new Fortnite Season 9 leaks and rumors. For starters, let's talk about when exactly Season 9 of Fortnite is set to come out, as unlike Season 8, which we knew the launch date of ever since the start of Season 7, we actually don't have any confirmations as of yet from Epic Games and the Fortnite team regarding when exactly Season 9 will officially go live. However, we can actually make some assumptions based off of some in-game features such as the Battle Pass countdown, which currently has just under 60 days remaining. And then if you go ahead and match up those days left with a calendar, you'll actually see that Season 8 of Battle Royale will be coming to an end on Wednesday, May 8th. And thus, Season 9 of Fortnite Battle Royale should be starting on Thursday, May 9th if everything goes to plan. Of course, in the past, we have had some things actually delay the seasonal progression, and since that date of May 9th has yet to be officially confirmed by Epic themselves, it is still subject to change. But regardless, as it stands right now, my best guess for Season 9's launch is going to be May 9th. Now obviously, that is quite a ways away from right now, just about 2 months or so. And you might be wondering, dude, what are you doing already talking about Season 9? Well, personally, we love speculating and theorizing about the upcoming season, and as the season continues on, more and more information about what's to come in the future is actually uncovered, and with that, we've already got some pretty crazy stuff popping up in the plot scheme heading towards Season 9. Of course, when Season 8 launched, we all saw the massive volcano take over the northeastern area of the map alongside the jungle biome, destroying and replacing areas like Wailing Woods and the surrounding zone. It has also since been discovered that the volcano is actually the Fire King's base of operations, or lair if you will, as depicted in the Season 8 launch cinematic. If you guys remember back in Season 7, we had the Fire King attempting to get his ultimate revenge on the Fire King for locking him away in the dungeon of the Ice Castle. And now here in Season 8, it seems that this storyline has actually spilled over into this season, and somehow pirates were thrown into the mix, as the intro cinematic also shows the pirates, the Fire King, and the Ice King battling it out over the treasure that is buried on the island. Now this does actually bring up some very interesting theories about where the Season 8 storyline is going to head prior to Season 9 commencing. But before we focus on that, we have to focus on the volcano because, well, it's literally the biggest thing on the map. Oh, and also lava, so there's that too. We have had in-game files for months now pertaining to a possible volcano event, and even renders of an actual volcano were found in the files too. Now obviously, those render files were of course the volcano that we now have on the map. But as far as what the volcano has in store for the island, the leaks and rumors don't stop there. As per most volcanoes, the one we have here on the Fortnite island is likely going to erupt at some point or another, potentially creating yet another safety hazard for the Fortnite island. We've had rockets, rifts, cubes, and earthquakes in the past, and now once again in the face of adversity, the Fortnite island seems to be preparing for a volcanic eruption event. If this eruption does take place, I'd expect it almost to happen kind of like the meteor crash did way back when, and target one specific place on the map while making some small changes to other areas as well. If you guys remember, back when the meteor crashed into the islands, obviously Dusty Divot was created and that was the main focal point of the event. But we also had other smaller impact zones all around the map, ranging from inside of Tilted Towers to outside of Retail Row and even up near Pleasant Park and Anarchy Acres, may it rest in peace. If lava is eventually spewing out of the volcano as a result of an eruption event, I could certainly see various spouts of lava landing all across the map, creating some smaller impact zones based around one larger area of focus. But until we start seeing some more activity come from the volcano's depths, this rumor remains just that, a rumor. Moving on though, the volcano event could obviously be very cool to witness, but what we've got on deck, I personally think could take the cake for one of the coolest events in all of Fortnite history. A few of you guys may have noticed and a few of you may not have, but currently there are a lot of references to some sort of kraken-like monster all around the island, and perhaps this sea monster or kraken or whatever you'd like to call it is eventually going to attack the map, because that sure seems like what's being teased right now. There are indeed a handful of small references all over the Fortnite island pertaining to some sort of kraken creature, including on the sides of tents and flags and other objects such as chandeliers. And even in the new Lazy Lagoon point of interest, the ship right in the center of the lagoon actually has a massive kraken on the front of it, obviously looking very menacing and formidable. But none of these are nearly as important as one specific teaser that can actually be found on the brand new treasure map. Early last week, we got our first official Season 8 item update in the form of the buried treasure map, which leads players to a giant X marking the spot of buried treasure on the island, which you can then dig up and actually collect. And if you look really closely on this treasure map, there is actually a kraken or a giant sea monster emerging from the waters in the bottom left hand corner. And we all know by now Epic Games is of course notorious for subtly teasing things ages before they actually come to the game, and maybe, just maybe, all of these kraken and sea monster references are actually pointing towards the potential kraken attack that's going to happen sometime in the future. And while we are on the topic of things that Epic Games seems to like to subtly tease, we have to talk about the dragon eggs, which, as many of you know, were a big part of the Season 7 storyline, although they really didn't end up amounting to much outside of some pretty interesting rumors. However, here in Season 8, the dragon eggs are no longer located in the dungeon of the Ice Castle where they were for the majority of Season 7, and instead they have actually been relocated to the volcano, aka the Fire King's home. So the Fire King presumably went out and stole the dragon eggs from the Ice Castle and then moved them to the volcano base so that when they do inevitably hatch, he'll have control over them. And if and when this event does come to fruition, the Iceberg Biome and the Ice King himself are definitely in some serious trouble. Finally, we've got one major piece of Season 9 information to cover today, and that is relating to the Discovery skin, aka the secret skin here in Season 8. In the past, we've seen things like the Blockbuster skin, the Enforcer skin, the Aim skin, and most recently, the Snowfall skin, all released via the weekly challenges, like we have here with the Discovery skin. And all of those aforementioned secret skins played a massive role in the seasonal storyline. Of course, with the Fire King here obviously being last season's secret skin, he is playing a huge role here in Season 8. And thus, when it comes time for the Discovery skin to be unveiled later this season, we are going to get a ton of Season 9 information released unto the world. With that being said though, the Discovery skin won't end up actually being released officially until week 8 here of Season 8, although there is a slight chance that it ends up leaking earlier, maybe sometime during week 6 or maybe even week 7. But regardless, we are going to have to wait a decent amount of time to see what exactly Season 8's biggest secret does have in store for us. One thing that really does confuse me a ton about Season 8 here though is how exactly the Banana Man plays into this storyline. Typically, the Battle Pass skins do end up relating to the overall storyline in some way, shape, or form, but here in Season 8, I see absolutely no way that a banana ties into this storyline. However, last season, prior to Season 8 launching, Epic Games did describe Season 8 as bananas, so perhaps, maybe later down the road, we are going to see somehow the banana is going to play a massive part in this season, and if that is the case, I for one am very excited to see how that plays out, because I think that would be absolutely hilarious and awesome to see. With that being said though, that does effectively wrap things up for today. Of course, if you guys enjoyed the video, be sure to give it a big old thumbs up and slap that like button, as it would be much appreciated, and drop us a comment down below letting us know what tier you are currently at here in the Season 8 Battle Pass. And lastly, if you guys are brand new here to the Simply Fortnite channel and you'd like to stay up to date with everything Fortnite related, feel free to subscribe to the channel with your post notifications turned on, that way you'll never miss another video. Once again, thank you guys so much for tuning in, and until next time, take it easy, have an awesome rest of your day, and we'll see you guys on the battle bus. Peace out.